Welcome into another edition of the Fort Report. I'm Seth Kincaid. It's my pleasure today. I'm joined by Marcus Willey, a junior on the men's golf team here at FHSU. Marcus, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
Good. Thanks for having me, Seth.
You bet. In addition to working in the sports info office, I'm also the head men's golf coach, so I've had the opportunity to get know you quite a bit. But now today we'll let the fans get to know you a little bit more, and maybe I'll learn a few things as well.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be on your team for 3 years. Came in at the same time. It's been a journey, but
yeah, it's been
for
glad to have you along for the ride. Take us through a day in the life of Marcus Willey. Now that the state of Kansas has issued the state home order and all our classes are transitioned to online, what are you doing? You know, how are things going? How are online classes going, and what you been up to?
Well, it's kind of feel like I'm retired. I wake up, sleep in, go play golf, and then finish up a little bit of homework. And it's just been a lot slower pace, which isn't my style, but I've tried to stay busy with golf and just practicing, recovering from the injury that I suffered in the winter. And it's been good kind of to let that heal and just play some golf and finish up my junior year.
So you say you've been playing a little bit of golf. How have you been able to prepare for your senior season? Are any golf courses open? Are you playing in your backyard or?
I am a member at the country club here at Smoky Hill, and they've stayed open throughout the thing, maintaining social distancing and some different rules. So I've just been out there practicing and playing every day, just ready to make my senior year a good one. I was excited for the spring season. Coming off that injury, I felt like I was ready, but things happen, so you don't always get the chance to do what you want. So I'm just ready for a good senior season. I like the team we have coming back, some young guys and some experienced players that I'm excited to play with next year.
Yeah, really looking forward to what we've got coming back next year. Should be a lot of fun once we can all get back out there together and keep pushing together each other to get better. Let's go back in time a few years when you what helped you make your decision to attend Fort Hays State. I know both your parents went to school here. Your dad played basketball and golf here as a Tiger. Was it always your plan to kind of go to follow their steps, go to their alma mater?
Hays has just always been a place I loved to go growing up. My grandparents lived here, and my aunt and uncle and my cousins. So this was just a place where I always loved going as a kid, just to see grandpa and grandma and play golf and do things like that. And I never really had to plan for college growing up. I was just always playing golf and figuring out I'll figure it out once I figure it out. And then I got the offer, and I couldn't wait to accept it. Really, I really loved this place growing up, and I just wanted to be a Tiger. So yeah, it worked out really good. I got to be close to family, which is very important to me, and I've loved it. So I do not regret that decision at all.
That's awesome. Yeah, once you kind of step foot in Hays, you kind of fall in love with it pretty quick. That's definitely what happened to our family.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not golfing here at Hays, I know you spend a lot of time serving as the student manager with the men's golf team or men's basketball team. Excuse me. What's that experience been like? How'd you end up with that opportunity, and maybe what's one of your favorite memories with that team?
That's another thing that made this decision very easy. I knew going into college I wanted to stick with some sort of basketball. I want to be a coach. So when the golf coach at the time, when he recruited me, was also a basketball coach, Mr. Dreiling, and he talked to him about how I could stay involved with basketball, and they said I could do this manager thing, and it's been a great opportunity. Can't thank Coach Johnson and Coach Brown enough for everything they've done to help me learn and grow in basketball, and it's just a lot of fun to hang around the guys and experience different colleges. That's one of my favorite things. You get to go to different campuses and see new things and see all these arenas and see kind of how what their traditions are, which I love GMC. That's the best arena in MIAA, but there's a lot of other cool experiences that I've witnessed too. My favorite moment, I don't know. There's been a lot of close games that are just a lot of fun to see the intensity and all the guys locked in and everybody just dying to win. That's what I love about basketball, and that's why I want to stick with it. Just the intensity and everybody fighting out there to get a W at home late with the crowd into it, fans stomping. That's my favorite part about it, and I hope we can get a little bit more of that this year. And after that, I don't know. It's going to be tough to leave that program, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, there's definitely two, Coach Johnson and Coach Brown, two good coaches to learn from.
Yep.
That's awesome that you've had that opportunity. We're going to transition now into the Fort Five, what we're calling it, just kind of 5 rapid fire questions, fun, random things. Just kind of answer with the first thing that pops into your head. You think you're ready?
I guess so.
All right, let's get at it. If golf had walk-up music, walking up to the first tee or to the 18th green, what would be your intro song?
Sheesh. Probably I'll probably have to do the Drake Tootsie Slide and just, do a little dance before I got ready, I guess. I don't know.
I'd definitely show everybody what you're all about. That's for sure.
I guess.
If you had a boat, what would its name be? What would you name your boat?
Well, my grandpa's got one right now. It's the Moomba. That's what we call it. It's the Moomba. That's the brand of it. So I guess that's what I'm going with.
You got. All right. How do you eat an Oreo? You dunk it or you pull it apart?
I think I just popped the whole thing in my mouth.
So. One bite. That's the easiest way to go. Everybody knows the rules.
Yep.
Best golf course you ever played?
I went to Hawaii this summer and played Kapalua Ocean Course. It was pretty cool. I like that one. And there's nothing wrong with Smoky Hill Country Club. I love that course too. It's one of my favorites. Probably my favorite in Kansas. And then Sand Creek Station's another one that I really enjoy playing. So.
Yeah, they've got Smoky in really good shape. It's a great way for us to prepare for a lot of our tournaments. But I'm sure Kapalua was pretty pure.
Yeah, a little different.
That's awesome. All right, last one. What's your favorite TV show?
The Last Dance right now. It's very cool to see those Michael Jordan highlights and that inside of how crazy that dynamic was as a team. So
yeah, that's probably a little bit before your time, huh? Do you remember watching him at all?
No, Kobe was really my guy growing up. So, you don't really spend much time watching old Jordan highlights. So it's cool to see those, understand what the game was like back then, how it's changed.
No, it's definitely a whole lot different than what we see now. So just 20 short years. It's definitely an eye-opening documentary. It's been a lot of fun to watch for sure.
Yep.
All right, Marcus. Well, that's it. We made it through the Fort Five. I appreciate you joining us here on the Fort Report. Thanks for your time. Looking forward to seeing you back out on the course, hopefully here before too long. But best of luck finishing up this semester, and have a great summer. And thanks for your time.
Thanks, Coach.